crafts and chaos. And it has been chaos already. So, had some camera issues, started this, right in the middle of this, it croaked. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to do some headstones here. I'm trying to get them dusted, then we'll get them poured and demolded and that. And then these ones we're going to pour some, just because these are for a different project. But I'm going to go ahead and pour them with these gravestones. So anyway, in this one you have a crow up in here, and I got him dusted in black. There's some white up in there with him, but you know how mica powder is. Whatever touches first is what's going to show. And then we have a ghost, and there's a skeleton down here, and he's hanging onto the bottom of the ghost. Dusted the crow in black, dusted the little ghost, geez, spit it out, Kim. The ghost in mother of pearl, the skeleton just in white, and then down here I did an olive green. That's full of stuff. An olive green, and then I dusted the whole thing just in a silver. This one I started, we got the crow up in the top. He's dusted in black. See that I missed a spot. And then the skeleton heads I've dusted in white, sorry, just white. And then I was just getting ready to clean it up when I heard my camera beep again. So that means it went out on me again. So hopefully I've got all the bugs worked out now, and we won't be having any more camera issues. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up, finish cleaning it up. And so I'm just kind of dusting the major parts here with certain stuff, and then when we demold them, we will finish giving them detail. Okay? So that is the plan. So anyway, back to the job at hand. I think we got those skeletons finished up, but anybody know why skeletons don't fight with themselves? Because they don't have the guts. Okay. I keep wiping it off. Just need to leave it alone. Quit messing around with it. Okay, good enough. So now I want to dust the rest of it. That's to me. Okie dokie. So, got that done. Now, I'm going to go mix up some resin. So, be right back. Okay, here we go. We're going to unmold. These are all cured up. Actually, it's been, not quite 24 hours, but close. So, these are actually really kind of fun to do. Because when we're going to once again, broke my little dude's beak off. Dang it. I wonder if I left that in there from last time and that's why it broke off. I don't know. We possibly can fix it though. So, anyway, so there's that one. Got a little trimming to do. Spider. These ones with the crow on the very top. Kind of hard to get that crow off sometimes. You just gotta kind of, there we go. Perfect. There's some weird little things down in there. I think it's from the mica powder. Okay, right, so get our markers. What I'm going to do with our markers is I'm going to go these are the Let's Resin acrylic paint markers. And I'm just going to kind of give it some just in that little thing, little curly Q thing. You know, it can't be running out. I haven't used it that much. I really kind of don't. Sometimes I hate the fact that you have to push these down because I feel like the ones that have a pointed tip, you kind of ruin the tip on them. So, nice idea, but not super good for that kind of thing. And I'm just going to, I think these are just supposed to be like cracks or whatever. That's not all we're doing, but that's all we need to do with the markers on that one. This one we're just going to kind of do the same thing here. There, so we got our piter done. Itsy bitsy piter. See how that flipped out there? Okay. Oh, and we're gonna go around our little decorations on our gravestone down here. Paint. Alright, I couldn't find an actual sponge, so I cut off the top of a, I know I have them around here somewhere, I just couldn't figure out where they were. So, we're just going to take this, and I'm just going to kind of distress on the sides a little. Take my white pin. Bring back out our, so, anyway, all right. Wipe this off. You can't, these little guys a little bit. I'm not that worried about it being on here because we are going to make them look kind of old, dirty, whatever you want to call it. So that how we do that for the skulls is I take some black, I don't know. We'll put a little more with that. Some black, and then I take the terracotta orange. And these are just my acrylic paints. This one I got in a set off of Amazon. It's called Shuttle Art acrylic paint. These are just folk art that you get like anywhere. Walmart. I think Walmart sells folk art, but Joann's, Hobby Lobby, wherever. pretty much anywhere they sell acrylic paint. I don't know if they sell this exact brand, but pretty much acrylic paint is acrylic paint in my opinion. But what do I know? All right, my brush here. And we're just going to mix this up. I want it to be kind of like almost a dark blacky brown color is what you get. And then we're just going to take our paintbrush and we're just going to get it in there on them skulls. Down into the deep holes and all over them. Because we don't want them to be bright white like that. Skulls aren't bright white. Okay. And then we're going to take our wet wipe. And I'm not going to like wipe. I'm actually going to more tap. In some places I will kind of wipe, but I mostly just want it tapish because I don't want to wipe it all off. Anywhere around certain areas that you don't want it to be as dark, you can more white, you know, but just kind of gives it definition. And if you wipe too much off, just put a little more back on. And you don't want this to actually dry, because then it's going to be harder to, you know, get off. We don't want it like, we don't want them all dark. We want them to be just like, I don't know what you call it, highlighted, dirty. They've been in the ground a while. I don't know. And this is why I just remember I was telling you when we poured them that I poured it in black and then I tried to paint the skulls white and then go. Well, then when you do this part, you either get chips or you wipe away your white. So that's why I decided that it's easier to just pour it in white so that you can, your skulls are the ones that you can get more of this effect with. Okay, so see how it kind of just makes it all, gives you highlights down in there, darkens in their eye sockets and around their mouths and their cheekbones and all of that. I think it looks really cool. Maybe you think it looks good, but to each his own, right? I'm kind of got some of that up on my rest in peace, but that's okay. We can kind of just repaint that. And then all right, so that's how I do the skulls. All right, so see, and it makes him stand out more. I just like it. Now, why stop there? You could stop there. I think they look good just like that. But let's go. I have to get a different plate. I made a mess of that one. Now we're going to, this I got to put some gloves on for, and knock everything over. The story of my life. All right, now here we go with some gloves. Hazel, stop. Go on. Go lay down, baby. All right, so then we are going to make sure we have our curing light here. We'll probably put the bottom on it. Make sure our bottom and our parts are working. Always have to, there we go. Okay. All right, so now what we're going to do is we have some grassy moss stuff here. Don't need that. Probably don't need that much, but I'm going to break it up because it is pretty, got lots of long pieces to it or whatever. So I just kind of want to make it so that it's not like really long chunky pieces. Okay, put that over to the side, and then we're going to use maybe it doesn't matter. I don't really think it matters with this on the resin. This is the clear hard type. The high viscosity, you know, it's just a little thicker, so that kind of helps that it's thicker, but I don't think it's necessary for this part. I mean, I guess if you've got problems with it running or something not staying still, then use the high viscosity. And I may, because I usually do use the high viscosity. But that's what I grabbed, was that one. So then I'm just going to kind of mix this in with my resin. And if you don't like the color, I have some other mossy stuff here. We could add a little color, different color to it, so that you have some lighter. Tear it up into some chunkies so we can get it similar. And mix it all in there, and it gives you a variety of color there. Okay, and then what we're going to do, especially on this one where this, I think this, you know, like this is supposed to be the dirt coming up from underneath him. So I'm just going to kind of put this on here so it kind of looks a little grassy. And then mush it around wherever you need to put it. Kind of get too much in one area. Just take some off. See how you get those long strands, and then you have to figure out where to go with it. So sometimes it's hard to make it lay down. Sometimes I just give up with something and just start using my fingers. A little bit down behind him there on his arm. I'm sorry if I wasn't in screen. I tend to try to get stuff closer to me. Okay. And then we'll just throw him in the curing and cure him up. Okay, on this. And then you can pretty much, I mean, just pretty much just go, you can go hog wild, you can go a little bit. I mean, it's kind of just personal preference, whatever you want to do. But I do kind of like to take a little bit of this moss, or whatever you want to call it. And I kind of stick it in between, not a lot, just a little, in between. You know, kind of, I mean, to me, that's where mossy, moldy, whatever stuff would grow, right? Is in between something like that. Just kind of put some around, give it a little more definition, a little more personality. And then you could even add, you know, tiny bit here and there on your headstone. Okay. See, simple. Just a little bit more stuff to just give it a little more, like I said, a little more personality. Stick it in there to cure. Okay. Now, let's put a little bit over here by this skull. Okay. Good enough. And what do you think? I think it just gives it a little more character, a little more, I don't know. And you could actually add, you know, you could add a little more up here on him or whatever. But, so there's those two. And get you, that's pretty much all I do to them. It's not that hard. You can do whatever you want. They're yours. The other thing I do, here's my black marker, is going to give my ghosty a face. Okay, my ghosty has a face. And there we go. I think they're fun. So get some pictures for you at the end. And thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back. This is your first time here. Give me a thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and don't forget, never, never forget to embrace your chaos, because chaos is awesome. Well, it is in my life anyway, because it's chaos every day, so I might as well learn to live with it, right? Okay, love you guys. See you later.